Many people may not have a clear understanding of legal and policy landscape. Big countries are taking the lead on crypto legislation. They are instructive, but not legally binding. Small countries are becoming the thriving hubs for blockchain industry. Blockchain technology itself is neutral. Before I get into today's topic, I want to talk a little bit about my background first. My name is Kat Gu. I got a master's degree in natural resource and environment science and a Juris Doctor degree from University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. And now I am a PhD student in informatics at Illinois Informatics Institute. I serve as an advisor to the APAC Blockchain Development Association. I entered the industry in 2016. By the time, not so many people know about blockchain and cryptocurrency yet. I started my work as a part-time translator for the famous blockchain technology company called Blockstream, helping them do translation and coordinate online AMA sessions. I also worked for a California ICO advisory company called AmbiSafe, helped them do localization and find partners in China. So I was among the first group of persons who ever entered the industry. What I'm doing right now, I'm working on a non-profit academic project called CLIO. It's a digital archive on crypto and blockchain-related laws, regulations, and guidelines. The name CLIO is actually from Greek mythology. It's one of the 9 muses and also the guardians of history. The digital archive is going to cover 6 continents, more than 130 countries, and about 20 regional and international organizations. Each country is going to have its own page with all the legislative events arranged in a chronological order. All the content in the digital archive would be under the Creative Commons license, which means everyone can access it for free, but not for commercial use. When I was doing the project, I found many interesting facts. I found that many people, including those industrial practitioners, may not have a clear understanding of what the current legal and policy landscape on cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. They don't even understand or know what is the word standing right now. So today, I want to clear 2 most common misconceptions about crypto and blockchain legislation. The first misconception I want to talk about is that big countries are taking the lead on crypto legislation. On May 29th this year, I was invited by a legislator in Taiwan to attend a legislative hearing on blockchain and crypto legislation. During the hearing, I heard so many attendees talking about the FINMA guideline, the congressional hearing in the US, and the statements issued by South Korean and Japanese governments. But in fact, those countries, even as the world's leader on blockchain industry and crypto economy, they don't really have a concrete legal framework on cryptocurrency and blockchain. The documents they issued are mostly guidance, but not written law, which means they are instructive, but not legally binding. Some big countries, like Japan, have even hindering the development of blockchain industry within its borders by issuing more strict rules. For example, a few months ago, the Japanese government has revised its current regulation on cryptocurrency exchanges by requiring them to comply with more strict AML and KYC rules. This has made many blockchain companies to step away from Japan because they are afraid of high compliance costs. On the contrary, small countries are becoming the thriving hubs for blockchain industry. Countries like Armenia, like Malta and Estonia, all of them have established favorable rules and regulations just to attract blockchain industry to settle down within its border. Here are some examples. Because almost everyone knows what Malta is doing right now, so I'm not going to talk about Malta. In Armenia, a small country in Eastern Europe, every private individual and corporate entities are allowed to set up facilities and start mining, and all the miners are exempted from tax for 5 years. All crypto-related business are made legal, including exchange services, ICOs, and mining operations. Anguilla, a small island country in Caribbean region, has made it legal for everyone to do a utility token offering as long as you can comply with proper registration requirements. The second misconception I want to clear is that blockchain equals to cryptocurrency equals to ICO. I have many friends that are who are crypto traders, but most of them are retail investors, which are also known as geeks in China. Sometimes when they hear a report saying that the government is pushing the development of blockchain industry, they will thought, oh, it's a good sign, so they will go to buy some Bitcoins, but in fact, it's totally irrelevant. Blockchain technology itself is neutral, but how people use it are not. That's why we need proper legislation. As the chairman of SEC, Jay Clayton, has once said, blockchain technology requires the minimum regulation because it is a technological innovation. ICO requires the most regulation because it's the closest to fraud, and virtual currency should be somewhere in between. The most notable example here should be China. In China, the government's attitudes towards blockchain, virtual currency, and ICOs are totally different. A few months ago, in the 19th annual conference of Chinese Academy of Science, the President Xi has publicly endorsed blockchain by calling it a breakthrough technology. In response to that, many local governments has issued their own plans to support the settle down and development of blockchain companies within its jurisdiction. For cryptocurrencies, the People's Bank of China, also the Central Bank of China, has clarified in 2014 that Bitcoins and similar are virtual commodities and shall not have the status of currency. People who do crypto trading must bear the risks themselves, and there are no legal recourse for them in case of loss. For ICO, as everyone knows, in September 4th last year, the People's Bank of China, along with 7 other ministries, has issued a statement that bans all ICOs in China, saying the practice constitutes illegal fundraising. So, blockchain technology has been regarded by many people as one of the greatest inventions in human history. But now, it may have become the biggest bubble in 21st century because of excessive speculation, pump and dump, etc. Proper legislation may hinder or slow down the development of the industry in a short term, but in a long term, it is beneficial. So, as a legal scholar, I sincerely hope all policymakers and industrial practitioners around the world can work together to establish a standardized and accommodative framework to facilitate the proper application of cryptocurrency as a payment facility and ICO as a fundraising mechanism. Also, the healthy development of whole blockchain industry. This is what I want to talk about today. Thank you.
So first, I'm very excited to be invited to Voice Talk. As far as I know, not many people are paying attention to legislation on blockchain, cryptocurrency right now, because all of them just want to make quick money. I'm very excited, and Voice Talk are paying attention to legal scholars and legal researchers. First, it's a very good project. Second, I think the content of the program are really instructive. It provides different aspects to audience. I am Kat Gu. Voice Talk, we speak for innovators.